welcome. This is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel, Arunfoot. Very often when we talk about Indian football these days, we have to address the issues, the problems, the challenges of Indian football. I want to turn this conversation around. I want to talk about the future of Indian football, and I want to start a new series on that in regard to what I feel is needed, what needs to be done, what could be done, what should be considered to make Indian football more successful in the years to come. There might be short-term solutions, mid-term solutions, or even long-term solutions, because you have to address these things in a different way. There are, as I said, short-term aims you can and you should aim for. There are mid-term goals you can work towards, and then you can have a vision of where you want to take Indian football in the long term. Well, these kind of things have been done. Vision 2047 of the current AFF regime is an example. But again, I have some aims and ambitions, but what about the implementation? What about what I call a pragmatic approach? Because dreaming is nice. As I like to say, to be in La La Land is very, very easy. But again, given the current scenario of what is happening in and around the AFF, what the stakeholders are doing or very often are not doing, these are all things that need to be discussed. And this is something which I want to do in this series. Therefore, today, I want to introduce this new series, The Future of Indian Football. Yeah, maybe you like it, you share it, and then let me have your thoughts as well on those things as well. But today I want to introduce that topic. And I want to talk about, in general, what I think is very, very important. It starts at the top. Leadership is something which is lacking in Indian football these days. People think there are leaders, but are they leaders? Do they have the knowledge? Do they have the understanding? Do they have the pragmatic approach to be bringing those things which are needed to take Indian football forward? Then there are the topics which I feel is most important. You have to think about the pyramid of Indian football. The pinnacle of that is the national team. Below that, you have the ISL, the I-League, the other professional leagues in the men's game, in the women's game, you would say, the IWL. And then you come to youth and grassroots. When we come to youth and grassroots, that is one of our biggest weaknesses, I feel, at the moment that we need to work on. It has expanded. We have gone for mass, but we haven't gone for class. And that is, I think, quantity. Yes, you need that, but you need to filter quality out of that. So how do we do that? Those are things that I want to talk about. I want to talk about how we can improve our coaching. I think that's another problem. The football basics. If we see even now national team players having problems with their football basics, be it in technique, in tactics, in skills, all of these things are very, very important. We need to talk about competitions. Is the competitiveness there at local level? We go to often regional and national, which means that, the transport ways are way too long. We need to learn from large countries, especially, let's say, an example like the United States, countries like Japan, Korea, China. What do smaller countries do right? We need to find local solutions for national problems. This is what I want to talk about in this series, and let me know what you want to talk about. I will talk about, as I said, about leadership, about grassroots, about youth football, about coaching, about competitions, about the structure of Indian football, which I think would be right, about our dreams and goals and visions for Indian football. That's me, Arunava Chaudhuri, for today. Again, a general introduction to this new series that I want to do on a irregular basis. Let me have your thoughts. What should I cover in this series? What should I talk about? And as always, like this video, share this video, subscribe to Arunfoot, and I'll be back very, very soon. So Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.